Howdy again, folks. Rick from the Boondocking Bears. Well, the nice thing about having grown children is that on the Saturday between Good Friday and Easter, you're free to enjoy yourself and not spend time making sure the Easter Bunny is well provisioned, as it was in yesteryear. Yay! So anyway, instead, I decided that despite it being an overcast, rainy, kind of lousy day, I'd take a drive across the river to the U.S. and visit Fort Niagara, at the mouth of the Niagara River in Youngstown, New York. Now, the fort was one of three here in the Niagara region, along with Fort Erie and Fort George in Canada, that played key roles during the War of 1812. Now, to see the fort requires a 2-hour guided tour by fort guides dressed in the military costumes of the day and includes the firing of a cannon. Alas, I arrived too late to take the last tour, and after having already walked for an hour, I'm not sure my dippy hips would have endured another 2 hours without a rebellion anyway. Hey, c'est la vie. Now, the fort is part of Fort Niagara State Park and includes a large recreational area along the shore of Lake Ontario. The grassy fields lead down to a small beach, and on a clear day you can see Toronto's skyline across the lake. There's a large outdoor pool, a restaurant grill, and plenty of barbecues and picnic tables to enjoy a family summer outing. And there are campgrounds and RV parks nearby for a place to park and set up your rig. So it's a pretty cool place. Now, on my way back to Canada, I decided to take my time and enjoy the scenic route along the Niagara Gorge, and I'm glad I did. It was pretty spectacular. The view of the Niagara River and Gorge is much better on the American side compared to the Canadian. The access and views are much easier to get at and provide stunning views of the river you just don't see from Canada. Now, granted, the view and the proximity to the actual falls themselves is much better on the Canadian side, but seeing the river and gorge can't be beat on the American side. Now, there's a pretty cool optical illusion at the part of the river called the Whirlpool. Suspended over the gorge is a cable car trolley that starts on the Canadian side and appears to cross the gorge at the Whirlpool Rapids, landing on the American side. But in fact, the river takes a hard 90-degree turn there, which isn't readily visible from the American side, and the cable car travels across the gorge, actually landing in Canada again. Tricky stuff, and I would bet many an uninformed tourist on the American side went looking to take the ride and left bewildered. So there you go, folks, Fort Niagara. I know I'm heading back there to take that tour when I get a chance. And until then, as always, have fun, smile, be charitable, and I'll talk to you again soon.